When most people think of Woodlands, jam-packed causeway and thoughts of cheap food and shopping in JB come to mind. A place defined by its border and distance from the city. However, there's so much more to this neighbourhood than one might imagine. Today, we're going to be exploring 4 places for the first time. KD Malaya, a former naval base planned for redevelopment, the Causeway, the rental flats around the area, and the Waterfront Park, which we're at now. Each of these places challenge preconceived assumptions about Woodlands in its own unique way and tell a story of much more than a simple border town.
Alright, let's go to the naval base. So this is the KD Malaya. It looks very empty and quiet. Hey, you there, what's going on here?
Glad you asked. This was the Royal Malaysian Navy's northern headquarters. The National Heritage Board once described it as the most modern naval barracks in the Commonwealth. After it left in 1997, it became a prison, and now it's part of the Woodlands Front Park.
It used to be a prison? Why didn't I know that?
Transformation is a powerful example of what Eaton calls a selective narrative of importance. We choose which stories to tell. Nations often highlight proud narratives and forget messy ones. So we remember the naval barracks and park but forget the prison and the complicated handover. Even the Straits Times itself must reflect this on its tendency.
Oh, I didn't know this old building has so many different competing stories.
Yes, it challenges our assumption of irrelevance. It reminds that heritage is storytelling, and as Eaton argues, every story involves the politics of omission.
Thanks, let's move on to the Causeway.
Bridge has more history than most of us think. Many think it's just an international border, and the only significance is the traffic jams. But in reality, it symbolizes the separation between Singapore and Malaya and has significant meaning behind it.
What are you talking about? What significant meaning is there?
Well, the Causeway was an infrastructure project of colonial capitalism necessary for the entire colony's economy. It was built using the labour of various ethnic groups, Chinese, Indian, Malay, and all working under colonial administration's race-based system. Colonial rules simultaneously rely on the unified labour of different groups for a single economy, yet enforced administrative divisions based on this. This created the initial complex social categories.
Wait, what social categories? Isn't it just a land crossing?
Actually, the Causeway is used to transport our precious water too. Water of varying degrees of purification runs back and forth along the Causeway every day. It's a symbol of our water agreement with Malaysia that dates back many years and highlights our dependence on others for most of our food and water.
So you're saying the Causeway is a symbol of social categories too?
Yeah.
Yes! Tired. Let's chill at the rental flats. We, the citizens of Singapore, pledge ourselves as one united people, regardless of race, language, or religion.
But what about housing? It seems like equality stops the corridor, separating rental flats from owned ones.
But Singapore is the land of equality, is it not? Yes, but the reality is very different.
Equality is both a material condition and an experience that reshape how people relate to one another. We should explore how housing and class inequality manifest in woodland rental flats.
Well, yeah, inequalities extend beyond social stigma into health access and everyday living. In fact, I just remembered a study that found that those who perceive their neighborhood as more disadvantaged were 33% less likely to exercise regularly and 37% less likely to attend diabetes screenings.
So inequality isn't just based on income, but access, dignity, and how you're treated based on where you live? Unfortunately, that's right. I'm getting a headache now. Let's go out for a walk. Wow, this park's really peaceful. It feels like it's always been a part of Woodlands.
Surprisingly, it only opened in 2011. Listen to this government press release.
Singaporeans living in the north now have a brand new recreational destination to leisurely roam and enjoy.
It is, but the wording matters. Now have and brand new suggests that leisure and amenities are something the North is only recently gaining access to, newly brought into the citywide leisure network. Per Lecture 6, this is just one possible meaning of green, a tool for access and image, not just nature. Jassy helps us understand this as aesthetic governance. Greening that performs care, that isn't about trees, but about showing that even the edge is cared for.
I thought a green neighborhood was just about how many trees there were.
Far from it. Listen to this next line. Capitalizing on the sea frontage in the north, with panoramic view of the Straits of Johor. Capitalizing. The border is framed as a public
scenic views to enjoy, rather than just signaling separation.
Oh, that's cool. That shapes how the edge is understood.
Exactly. Mathen reminds us that places with uncertainty are often represented as stable through development choices. Here, design and messaging normalize the cross-border edge as tracked, consumable, everyday space.
Huh. So this calm wasn't just here. It's designed to make Woodlands feel connected and not so far away?
Right. This part challenges the assumption that Woodlands is a neglected periphery. It shows how the environment has been shaped to include the North in the national urban narrative.
Well, there you have it. When I first came here, I thought Woodlands was just far away, a quiet suburb at the edge. But every place I've been to has shown me something new and challenged my assumptions about Woodlands and the places that are in it. So we hope you've learned something new today, and we'll see you next time.